and goals for this year, and how do you plan to incorporate direct mail?
Yeah, it's probably like a good chunk of the marketers on the call. It's make money, drive revenue. I value, one of the reasons that I value direct mail is because it's in a digital age where everything's going just more that direction, IP tracking, AI, email, all those things. I find that there's a counter-trend opportunity in this experiential, tactile, kinesthetic channel that pierces through the digital noise and surprises and delights people with something sometimes off their house or their office, and it's not a bank statement or a credit card offer, an HOA newsletter. It's and the more that you can, and we'll talk about some of this stuff, but the more that we can personalize and make that experience really leveled up, it just makes the whole thing awesome. So it's using that to basically drive pipeline this year and seeing how I can kind of innovate it. And I just walked into a new business segment. So this is a more complex, longer sales cycle. So I'm not in transactional B2C kind of space. I'm in kind of B2B SaaS, 9 to 18-month sales cycle. So it's got to look at how do I kind of bring a whole committee along a journey, and how do we use direct mail to do that? So that's what I'm looking at this year.
Yep. Yeah, that definitely sounds familiar. The pipeline is definitely a huge priority of ours, of course, being able to show what the direct mail programs that we're driving is actually delivering. From our perspective, being B2B, but being more small and medium-sized businesses, we are having a little bit of a shorter, sales cycle, so it doesn't take as long for those opportunities to close. So a lot of the direct mail programs that we're focused on are really driving interest and getting that appointment for basically our sales reps. So really just trying to drive some early interest with our prospects. Like Rob was saying, thinking about direct mail, it's kind of like it's shifted a little bit. Like we used to get so much direct mail, but now it's like we get so many emails that we're quick to delete all those, but it's almost unusual when you get an actual direct mail piece. And so that's why it's really interesting to think about how you can incorporate those direct mail pieces into your campaigns, because it really is kind of breaking through and kind of sticking out more than other channels might. So from my perspective, I'm really thinking about how I can strategically, weave my direct mail tactics into programs that I'm running that will basically be having the same message kind of come, whether it's in the inbox, the actual, physical mailbox, or ads maybe they're seeing on the internet that are basically kind of sharing the same messages, but being able to deliver that message where our client or prospects at. So instead of relying on the fact that they're going to see that email, see that ad, open up that mailbox, we're really trying to cover it from different directions to be able to have that message come to them kind of where they're at, instead of expecting them to be in one spot. So really just thinking about how we can drive that initial interest and get them interested to have another conversation with our sales reps.
Well, I definitely agree. It is harder and harder to get attention with email. We all do email still, of course, we need to, and other digital tactics. But I actually read a study recently that 82% of marketers are increasing their direct mail budget this year for that very reason. So yeah, it's getting hard.